Baby, so go. Got that I need. Baby, so go. Got that I need. Baby, so
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm recording my very first motovlog. Today's my 30th birthday and I wanted to spend it on my motorcycle for a bit, recording my very first motovlog. So for those of you that have seen my previous videos, I've mentioned a few times I'm still a beginner rider. This is only my second summer on a motorcycle, and this is my 2018 Yamaha R6. There's a lot of mixed feelings about there whether a 600cc motorcycle should be your first motorcycle. It was mine because I always wanted this bike, and I didn't want to really buy a smaller bike and then have to upgrade down the road. So I bought a 600cc. I bought this R6. It was my very first motorcycle. I absolutely love it. Don't regret it at all. I haven't ridden it way too much. Last summer was my first summer actually owning it, and I only got it out a handful of times, maybe like 15-20 times before the snow hit here, and I had to park it for the winter. This summer I haven't ridden it as much as I wanted to, but it's just been very busy for me for work. So now today, on my 30th birthday, I definitely wanted to ride my bike at least one time. What better way to do it than record my very first motovlog as well? I'm gonna take it pretty easy today with the riding. Like I said, I'm still a beginner. I'm trying to perfect my riding skills. I'm not trying to get on YouTube and showboat and show you guys how fast this thing can go. I'm just trying to perfect my riding, see how this motovlogging thing works. Make sure my GoPro is recording properly, make sure the mic is picking up the sound properly. So this is kind of a test run, but I am going to edit this video and post it for you guys because that's what I really love to do. So I just turned 30 years old, and man, you know, it's kind of surreal. You realize, like, I was telling my wife the same thing, when you go from 19 to 20, life is pretty much in the same boat, if you get what I mean. Life is pretty much staying the same between your late teens. Life is pretty much staying same in your late teens and your 20s. For me, at least, it did. I was still in university, and in my early 20s I was still in university, and then I got a job. Now I have my own business. So 20s were kind of, going from 19 to 20 didn't seem that different for me, but going from 29 to 30 feels pretty wild. And the reason is because now my life is kind of settled, and this is probably how my life is more or less going to be for the next 15-20 years of my life. Now I'm officially feeling like an adult. I officially feel like an older person. Everyone I've talked to tells me that the 30s just fly by. 20s didn't seem like they flew by for me. I did a lot. I did a lot in my 20s. I graduated from university. I got a university degree, and I started my own business, and I bought a house. I got married. So I did a lot in my 20s, but in my 30s it's gonna be more of the same. I really do want to see where I can take this YouTube thing though. I really do want to see where I can take this YouTube thing, because man, guys, I'll be honest with you, I love doing this. I don't care about the monetization aspect of it or anything like that. I just freaking love YouTubing. I really enjoy it. It's super fun. I love editing. I love recording my hobbies. I definitely plan on continuing this, whether my channel ever gets monetized or not. I definitely plan on doing that. Anyways, enough talking about my life. It's probably not why you guys are here. It's kind of weird riding on a motorcycle and talking to myself. but I don't really feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like I'm talking to you guys right now, even though you can't reply to me. Let's talk about the Yamaha R6 being a first motorcycle. I think that's a pretty popular topic. Oh, I need fuel. I think that's a pretty popular topic. So I'll tell you guys my experience with the Yamaha R6 being my first motorcycle. Of course, look at this shit. That's the stuff you gotta watch out for on a motorcycle. People don't realize how fast you can get up on them. Anyways, so I've had this Yamaha R6 probably for maybe 13 months now. It was my very first motorcycle I bought right after I had my motorcycle safety course. I'm very confident riding this bike, but I'm not overconfident, if that makes sense. I know to respect the bike. I know to ride to my limits. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm not capable of. And I think that's a very, very important thing. I try to be as safe as I can. I know riding a motorcycle is risky. I want to make it home every night. So I ride it like maybe a 250cc bike, to be honest. I mean, I have opened it up, but I ride it like a beginner, and I plan on doing that for the rest of the summer until I get even more comfortable with it. I always wear full gear, no matter how hot it is, no matter how far I'm going. I only plan on riding it for maybe half an hour or an hour right now, and I am in full gear from head to toe, and that is always the case. It's a pretty hot day today. It's about 30 degrees here in Saskatchewan. That's probably, I'm gonna guess, about 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty warm, but I'm wearing my helmet, of course. I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing a mesh jacket with shoulder, elbow, spine protector. I'm also wearing riding jeans. The jeans have padding on the seat, on the thighs, and the knees. They have padding on the knees. It's heavier grade denim as well. And I'm also wearing riding boots. I do the full deal. My recommendation to anyone is buy the bike you want. As long as you know you'll be responsible and not get ahead of yourself, buy whatever bike you want. I have no regrets buying a 600cc motorcycle because I know I'm not going to grow out of this. I don't think I'll ever want a 1000cc. I'm more than happy with this. I'm a very casual rider. If you've seen my other videos, you know I have a 1990 Nissan 300ZX. So I only have, what, 4 or 5 months a year to ride, to drive my car and to ride my motorcycle. So it's not like I'm riding my motorcycle all summer. I love to drive that car too. I love that car. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my other videos. I'm sure you're gonna like that car. It's my pride and joy. Especially when I'm riding in the city, I ride even more careful. I don't mind being behind a car. I just don't like riding beside a car. I don't mind being behind a car. I'm not gonna cut around people and be impatient. I do sometimes if the traffic is light, but I don't really care for it. I'm not in a hurry. I'm out enjoying the weather. I'm sure eventually I'll start doing stuff like that, but right now I'm completely content riding my bike like this. Beautiful day out, guys. Riding a motorcycle or driving a Nissan 300ZX in Saskatchewan kind of sucks. The roads are pretty crap. I'm actually on one of the better roads right now, but unfortunately the roads here aren't that great. They didn't finish sweeping until like pretty much mid-June, and even that, some of the roads aren't even swept properly, and we get a lot of gravel and sand here from the winter time, and it's very, very dangerous to ride on that stuff. And I am not about that life. I mean, there was a lot of riders riding in April and May, but I am not about that life. Riding a sport bike, taking a turn and giving it a little too much throttle by accident on a turn that has sand or gravel, like, it's asking for trouble. But God, I love being out in this thing. The freedom is crazy. So anyways, 2018 Yamaha R6, I've been driving it for the most part on B mode. It's a little less throttle response on that, so it's good to learn on that mode. It's a little more forgiving. And then there's the standard mode, which is just like, you know, regular standard mode, I guess. And then there is A mode, which is advanced, I guess. A mode has a lot of throttle response. I tried it a couple times, and yes, it definitely has a lot of throttle response. I don't care to ride like that in the city, especially. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, man, this bike's been awesome. Super nice to ride. Very aggressive seating, but it is fun. It is hard on your back after you ride it for a while, like most sport bikes are. A little hard on your wrist after a while, a little hard on your back after a while. Getting waves from the Harley riders today, that's rare. So this bike is pretty much bone stock. When I bought it, it was bone stock. The only thing it had was some sliders that the previous owner put on. The only thing I've done to it is a fender delete, and I changed my windscreen. I put a double bubble smoked windscreen on it. I think I do want to eventually put an exhaust on just to make it a little louder, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to spend so much money on an exhaust when I don't really ride this too much. I want to start riding it more before I invest more money into it, if that makes sense. We'll see how that goes. So all in all, if you ask me, contrary to what most YouTube reviews might tell you, I think a 600cc bike is just fine. I think it's just fine. As long as you know yourself. That's what's most important. Know yourself, know your limitations, and ride to your limitations and your skill level. And wear your gear. Wear your gear. And buy good gear. If you guys want to see video of me showing my gear or something like that, and doing a review of all my gear, let me know in the comment section. I can definitely do that. I really don't want to make that video if no one cares for it. It's going to be pretty boring. But if you guys are into that sort of thing, let me know in the comments. Let's go. Man, I hope this moto vlog is a success and I didn't screw up any settings or the way I hooked up my mic or anything. Everything looks to be okay. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just an amateur at doing this. I'm just trying to learn and get better as I go. I don't mind criticism. I embrace it. It helps me get better. And any of you guys that have told me about my sound quality being bad or stuff like that in the past, I take measures to fix it. I don't want to keep putting out stuff that's hard to watch, because if I wouldn't watch something because of the quality, I don't want to put it out, you know? But I think I'm probably going to call it pretty soon. I don't want to drag this video on and just record me riding around when I got nothing more to say to you guys in this one. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for more stuff. I made the most of my 20s and today I'm 30 and I'm definitely gonna do my best to make the most out of my 30s. And I want to take you guys for the ride. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support the past 8-9 months of me doing YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.